was twice her age and she broke my heart. I dated a single mother who has 2 children for 4 years. I paid her rent, I bought her a car, and provided money weekly so she could live a better life. We did not live together because she said she didn't want her children around no man until she knows the relationship is real. I respected her wishes. She stayed in an apartment I rented for her, and I stayed at my house. We saw each other every day, but mainly at my house. The kids know me very well because I sometimes had to pick them up or drop them off at school. In the 4 years, I've never once slept at her place. She would not allow it. We would have adult time at my house, and then she would get up and go. So you could say she's never slept at my house either. Despite all that, I was committed to this lady. I was married for 25 years before my wife passed. So I was so happy to get this second chance at love. I have a 19-year-old daughter who is currently away at the university, but my daughter is not a fan of my relationship and thinks this woman is only using me. I am 55 and my girlfriend is 35. Yes, I know it's a large age gap, but I thought I could make it work. To make a long story short, I was tired of our living arrangements, and seeing as the children know me for some time now, and my girl trusted me around them, I decided to pop the question over dinner. I took my girl to a nice restaurant. I practiced my proposal all week because I wanted to get it right. So the night of the dinner, she was looking so lovely. I couldn't believe that this woman was going to be my wife. I was going to do a public proposal in the middle of the restaurant, but I decided against that, and thankfully I didn't. But I took a knee at our table and quietly asked her to marry me with ring in hand. The only thing the lady said to me was, "No, you're too old." I was crushed, but I quickly got up off my knees and sat back at the table. I couldn't finish my meal, but she obviously still had her appetite because she ordered more food and dessert. The subject of the proposal didn't come up for the rest of the night, and obviously she seems to have forgotten about it. That night, I took her back to her apartment and said goodbye. Once I was home, I called my daughter and told her, and she started crying. I appreciated the fact that she didn't say, "I told you so." The next day, I went to the rent office and terminated my girlfriend's lease, which cost me some money, but I did not care. I sent a tow truck to go pick up the car. Everything that my name was on, I cut it off. Lights, water, phone, cable, gym membership, and cancel her bank card. I was so in love that I didn't realize that I was supporting this woman 100%. Everything she wanted. I just got it for her because I thought I was the luckiest man in the world to have such a beautiful woman. I let her keep all the furniture, all the phones, all the jewelry, and all the clothes. I told the security at my housing complex to not let her in if she shows up at my place of business. I gave security the same directions. I blocked her from my phone. I also had to block her kids too because I missed a few calls from them. I was done. I was so hurt that my daughter had to take some time off from school to be with me. 4 years, and this woman is going to now tell me I'm too old. I never said another word to her after that night. The security at both my housing complex and my office told me that she came by many times asking to be let in. The girl even went by a restaurant that I frequented asking for me, but the restaurant staff did not give her any information. I was so done with her, I couldn't believe that a woman could play me for such a fool. All the money and the gifts was not the problem. The problem was the fact that she acted as if I was her world, but had the nerve to tell me I'm too old for her. Like, really? The irony of this story is the same restaurant that she turned down my marriage proposal. It was the same restaurant I met her in when she was working there as a waitress. Fellas, it's a cold world out here. A lot of you guys, when you go through a divorce, sometimes you get real lonely. But you was dating this woman for 4 years, right? 4 years. She's 20 years younger than you, got 2 kids. You decided to give her all this stuff. Like, this basically, in all aspects, this was damn near like your daughter. She had a bank card, all these other things you terminated, which a lot of people would say, If a woman turns down your proposal, that's the end of the relationship. I know that question has been asked a lot to people. What would you do if you proposed to someone you were with? And this is 4 years. I don't know what she was thinking about doing after all this time. Like, what was you expecting it to lead to? Because most women want to have some benefits. The benefit of being married to this man, you're sleeping with this man, even though you guys are living in two separate places. I'm assuming he's paying for the apartment, had the lease in his name. What was the end goal? Now, I was watching a video earlier, right? Game guy Goldie, he had said something along the lines of, sometimes you have women that can't even see the value in a situation. Like, they don't even know, because sometimes they have nothing to compare it to. Even though this is a single mom, women, they're entitled. So just because this man in his 50s decided to save her, she feels like she can get a ton more guys just like that. And the fact that she told a guy that she would even come out her mouth and say, you're too old. But this old man is squirting on you. That's crazy to even go that far. To tell the man after he did this, you know how much effort. That's why I say women, with the way they value themselves is based upon what's between their legs, right? This woman has 2 kids. This man is helping out with everything. He was married for 25 years previously. So it seems like he knows how to take care of a woman. You were rocking with him. 4 years is a long time. So a woman like this, you want to ask, what was the end goal? Did you want to have him basically, like some women do, which is a long time, raise all your kids, and then once the kids are grown, you can just leave them? That's just how heartless some women are, guys. Their feelings come first. They don't care about your feelings. Their feelings come first. Whatever you were feeling, you were thinking that. I don't know if you had a discussion with this woman, because it sounds like, I mean, marriage should at least came up. You just out of the blue just decide to propose to her and just say, hey, how do you feel about this? Y'all didn't have a conversation once in 4 years. That's the part that I'm confused about. But all in all, I think Buddy did the right thing. And a lot of y'all probably be like, there's kids involved, such and such, da 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 da. Well, tell your kids what you just said, that this man was too old, right? Tell the kids that, because that's how you feel. You felt like Buddy's too old. You don't want to deal with that. Come on, man. Looking for the dude, all this stuff. You have to make a woman live all that stuff they saying. You really wanted marriage. She didn't. Which I guess some dudes would be fine with having that arrangement. Other than you taking care of her, doing all this other stuff, they'd be fine with getting the buns. Her coming over and then her leaving. You clapping her up, send her on her way. But this man, obviously, he's the married type. He wants to be in a relationship. He wants to have a commitment such as marriage. And that's not what she wanted. She was still waiting for that one young dude that's her age to do the same thing that you're doing. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next videos. It's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm the best. Let's run it up to 1 million. Quit playing with me. Peace.